EFCC boss shared his frustration over the level of corruption in the country. Yes, we know, and same funds are collected. Another set of politicians will steal it again. So what is the use? Truth is we don't need same set of politicians. The whole system just need to go on factory setting. Look at Burkina Faso country. Their military head of state is tagged as the second poorest president in the world because he refused to acquire wealth since he assumed power. Instead of him sharing to loot his country money, he diverted the money to agriculture. The vehicle the man uses is the same type his country legislators are using because of his refusal to steal his country properties. Russia President Putin visited, yes, and was highly hailed. Nigeria should check their history. Now the news. The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, Olukoyede, has shared his frustration over the level of corruption in the country. He said that anytime he checks case files and sees the amount stolen, he wonders how the country still exists. Olukoyede said that if Nigerians saw some case file, they will weep. I think Nigerians are used to it. They know what is going on. So I don't think anyone will weep for what he's used to. Now back to the news. The EFCC chairman stated this on Tuesday while receiving the management team of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, led by its chairman, Mohammed Shehu. Speaking via a statement by the agency head of media and publicity, Dele Oyewale, the EFCC chair said, "When I look at some case files and see the amount of money stolen, I wonder how we are still surviving. If you see some case files, you will weep. The way they move unspent budget allocation to private accounts in commercial banks before midnight at the end of the budget cycle, you will wonder what kind of spirit drives us as Nigerians." He also said public corruption ranks as the biggest cause of corruption in Nigeria. Olukoyede pointed out that if public corruption was taken out of the light, the country would fare better than many countries of the world. He said a situation where somebody would hold a public office or position of trust for years and you called him to account and he said no, he would not account, is not acceptable. He stressed that the transparency and accountability should be embedded in both the public and private sector for optimal development of the country, while noting that the corruption poses a huge challenge to the country. Olukoyede expressed optimism that the prevention mechanism of his leadership will ensure that the Commission stay ahead of the devices of the corrupt to ensure that Nigerians have good experience. He said that anytime he checked case files and see the amount stolen, he wondered. Speaking via statement by the agency of the media, the EFCC chair said, "When I look at these cases and see the amount, I wonder how this country is still surviving." Dear listeners, let us hear comments from our listeners. Death after medicine is a useless process. Please let's adopt follow-up method to avoid end Jamboree, which can always be called scam business. That is someone's comment. Then do your work that you signed without looking at faces. That is a good advice if himself is not corrupt, because he claimed he sounds like a saint, but at the end of the day, when we begin to dig into their files at the end of their tenure, you find out they are worse than the people they are chasing. Now we have come to the end of this news. Dear listeners, what are your comments on this? Share to your loved ones and follow up for more updates.